The WBC has a ratings criteria in the rules. Record, activity, level of opposition, fighting abroad, fighting at home, etc., etc., etc. One of these criteria is how the fighter has performed in amateur or Olympic. That creates a good part of your resume, and also how the fighter has done in other combat sports. We have plenty of examples of Muay Thai fighters from Thailand who convert to international boxing, which is boxing, and they have been ranked by the WBC directly from Muay Thai. One of them won the title in the second professional fight. So we have plenty of examples of Muay Thai fighters being ranked in the WBC, and nobody ever had said anything. Ngannou, a very good, solid MMA fighter, world champion for many years, and a very well-positioned MMA fighter, performs against the WBC champion, knocks him down, and loses a split decision. So you have the rules acceptance of evaluating sports, combat sports, and the performance in a boxing match. I am proud of the WBC ratings committee, and I don't think, as you said, anyone can be certain that Ngannou, how he would do against any of the top 10 fighters, he will be in a question mark. So I stand strong in support of that ranking.
And what was your feeling about the amount of criticism you got that you were doing it, sanctioning fees, that you were doing it, and you had this very public spat with the Ring magazine?
Oh, the Ring magazine published a statement in which they said that their rankings are the only ones that matter, that all others are corrupt. So I responded defending our ratings committee, which are 36 people from all over the world, honorable people, hardworking, with extreme honorability. That's why I will not accept someone to call our people corrupt or politics or bullshit, as he said. I have no issue with the Ring. I like Oscar De La Hoya, I like Doug Fisher, but that's a different situation. I stand very strong by the WBC ratings committee. There was absolutely no fees on the Ngannou fight. There was no financial interest in ranking Ngannou. He might never fight again in boxing, but he's ranked by the WBC, and we will see what happens.
I've got one other question. Obviously, we want to hear from Uncle Bill as well, if he can get his mute off. And there's so many great people here and great friends. I just want to say hello to everyone as well who's here. It's so fantastic to see you all. How do you feel about boxing at the moment? Are we headed into 2024 in a very healthy way? Is boxing in rude health in your view?
I feel so strongly happy. 23 was a sensational year. We got to see many great fights. We got to see 4 undefeated champions of the high level lose the title and lose their undefeated record. We saw the unbelievable performance of Crawford against Spence, Gervonta against Ryan, Inoue against, I forgot our champion's former name. Anyway, great fight. Fulton, thank you so much. Many great fights, great activity, women's boxing at the top. We had a great convention with people from all over the world and a great plan for the year. Saudi Arabia emerging with a very promising, continuous promotions. If they do have continuity, it's going to bring great opportunities to many fighters, many promoters, and networks. Amazon Prime coming into the picture. In Mexico, for example, you see 6 networks every Saturday night showing boxing. So some of the things that have been challenging, like Showtime Living Boxing, are covered by many other great platforms and activity. amateur boxing is a great concern, but also a great opportunity. So I feel very good about boxing at this time.
Feliz Año Nuevo. Thank you, Mauricio.
Thank you. Danny Flexen, please.
Hey, Maurizio. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Danny.
Just one from me. Until quite recently, there's been talks in the UK about staging a fight between Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn on February the 3rd, I think it is, at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We found out not long ago that Conor Benn's application to fight in the UK has been denied, at least at the moment, by the British Boxing Board of Control. If that fight were to go ahead without sanction by the British Boxing Board, would that affect either fighter's standing with the WBC in any way?
The WBC does not license fighters. We have respect and reciprocity with the boxing authorities. For British territories, the British Boxing Board of Control. So I am not familiar with the case. I know that Benn had a fight in the United States, and that he's not suspended by any jurisdiction. If that fight goes ahead and takes place, we will need to then assess what did happen, if there is an issue with the British Boxing Board of Control, with any authority. But I do not like to speculate. But what I can say is that we do absolutely respect the British Boxing Board of Control and their jurisdiction, which is all England.
So in that case, if the fight were to take place in England without their sanction, it could be an issue with your relationship with the board, perhaps.
Well, it is not a WBC fight. There has not. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, it is not a WBC fight at all. We have no knowledge of Benn Eubank for a WBC event, so we have nothing to do with it. If something happens in that jurisdiction, we will see and assess from the happenings, not from the speculation.
Thank you, Maurizio, and Merry
Thank
Christmas.
You. Thank you. Manuk?